Hello, I'm Tom Stapleton, Executive Director from the WCAT station here in Wakefield, Mass. And today we have Darlene Louf. And Darlene's going to be talking to us about her Stand Strong series. She promoted this program and she's had it going for quite a while. And then she decided at one point to come here at WCAT and do a show with us, which I think is just wonderful.
Thank you.
It's very good. And also WCAT does air her shows quite a few times, so she's not a stranger to us. So Darlene, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you, Tom, for having me on. I appreciate it. My name is Darlene Louf. I am the host of Stand Strong. And Stand Strong is a fun, educational, motivational show about people overcoming life's obstacles. And I'm very excited that you're having me on today to talk a little bit about my show and my life experiences. So thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, my pleasure. And I know we're going to be talking about a few things about your personal life, which I'm sure that you can speak very well about it, but I understand you're a cancer survivor.
Yes,
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Just about 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. It was a really tough journey, but I was very fortunate I am now 4 years in remission, so I'm very happy.
Oh, yeah.
And I took my journeys, and that's how I created the Stand Strong show.
Well, that certainly makes it realistic, because you've been through, well, certain things in life that you want to express to other people so that, you know, they don't feel alone, or that you know, somebody else has problems beside themselves too.
Exactly.
So, I think that's what the point you're trying to get across here today. So, now you've been filming at BevCam for about 5 years, is that right?
Yes.
And why BevCam?
Well, BevCam, I live in Beverly.
Okay.
So I was told when I first started out that I needed to go to my local access television. So I did that, but I didn't stop there, because the message of my show, I know that I had a message and a journey to share, and that was, you know, to stay positive and you can overcome anything, including cancer. But I thought, you know, I know there's a lot of people that have stories as well, and if they share their story and they touch one person, then we're doing well. So I did start out at BevCam, but then I'm like, I used to live in Wakefield.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I knew about Wakefield Access Television, and I came in one day with a CD of my show, and I asked you all to view it and let me know if you'd like to have me on. And surer than anything, here I am, and my show's aired, and I'm very grateful for that.
Very good.
It's a pleasure. Everyone here is so kind.
Well, we're glad to have you on board, and this is a different show than what we've aired in the past with some other shows, so it really makes for good content and everything. But I guess the question I want to ask you is, what was the deciding factor for you to think about the series that you're doing and then go ahead with it? Did one thing stand out more than another?
Actually, that's a tough question. That's a good question. I think for me, I've always wanted to do a TV show. I love to sing, and I have no problem with the gift of gab. That's why I have a TV show. But I always wanted to do something positive and have a TV show. And I thought, you know, it'd be really, when they told me I was in remission, I kept a journal of all my, everything that I'd gone through in that time. And I'm like, wow, to be able to share this on TV, and then, you know what, Darlene, this is your moment. At the time, I didn't quite know how or what the name was going to be, but I knew I wanted to do a show. So cancer opened the doors for me for many, many things, and one of them was my show.
Have you received any feedback from people about your show that's been a positive fact for keeping you on air with this?
Yeah, actually, and it makes me feel very, I want to say humble, because I've done shows not just on cancer, but I've done shows on cerebral palsy. I've done shows on multiple sclerosis. I've had people that were born blind. Many, many different stories. And every one of those people that have been on my show, and even people that have not been on my show that watch the show, say, you're such an inspiration to people. And it is my, I'm getting emotional because I am an emotional person, but it's good. Being a cancer survivor, and most recently a heart attack survivor, to me, life is so very precious, and it's a gift. And to be able to sit here today after going through so much, I mean, life's not easy, and we all know
Right,
that. It
yeah.
doesn't come with a handbook. But I'm a true believer that if you believe in yourself, no matter what it is, you can conquer and achieve anything. And to know that, I used to wonder what my purpose was, besides my children and my grandchildren, whom I adore very much. What is my purpose here?
Yeah.
I used to think that before I got cancer. And then when I got cancer and then went through the heart attack, it dawned on me. Of course, I went through what most people do when they're diagnosed with something. Why me? But as I started the journey, I realized I was chosen by whatever powers that be, because I had the strength, and that my purpose here on earth is not yet done.
Right.
It is to help many, and to bring hope to people, especially in a world like today. And that's what I try to do.
Well, you know, it certainly makes sense, and everybody does have a journey in life, like you say, and some people recognize it, and other people don't. And it looks like you got the message loud and clear. So, so on a lighter subject, pageantry. Tell us a little. I see all this stuff around here: banner, a headdress, a tiara. What do you call that?
Yeah, this is actually a national crown.
National crown.
Tell
us a little about that.
Here, man, let me put it on.
Yeah.
It's a little bit heavy, but. This is my national crown. I proudly represent America's Miss Pageant. And this is my title. This is my sash. I am America's Miss National Queen Ambassador. And what that means exactly, probably going to be your next question.
Yeah.
What does
How
that
did you
mean?
ever get to that?
Well, again, like I had said, cancer has opened many doors for me.
Yeah.
And one of them was pageantry. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I shared my journey, and as a result of sharing my journey on social media, a woman reached out to me, and she was the founder of a cancer foundation, and it's called the Sarah's Joy Cancer Foundation. Unbeknownst to me, she was in beauty pageants.
Okay.
So they chose me to be the first queen. Sarah was a young woman diagnosed with cancer while she was pregnant. And sadly, after she had her baby not too long ago, after that, she passed away. Her name, her legacy, her purpose in remaining positive and strong continues. That's how I started pageantry, because my first title is actually the Sarah's Joy Lifetime Queen Ambassador. After that, I'm like, I liked representing, because when you have, I mean, I could walk into anywhere, just as me, just as Darlene, without a sash and a crown, and say I'm looking for donations or something. That I do a lot of volunteer work, and I'm looking for some type of thing to, you know, ask for help. It's much more powerful and more taken seriously if you have a sash and a crown. So I said, I'm going to continue.
Okay,
And so
yeah.
now I am the national America's Miss Pageant title holder. Feels
Well,
quite amazing. Yeah.
You look you look really sparkly on there. Lights are hitting that and everything.
Thank
and I
you.
understand that's pretty heavy, isn't it?
It certainly is. It certainly is. And,
Yeah.
my name is on the back, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
like, oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Darlene.
my name is on
That's
the back.
really beautiful.
It's Skavorsky. I hope I said that right. Skavorsky crystals, and it's velvet, and it is very heavy. It's one of my prized possession
see.
sashes.
Very nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm very, very proud.
Well, along with many of your interests, I understand you wrote a children's book.
I did.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about that.
As I said earlier, I kept a journal when I was going through my cancer, and one of them was, I get very emotional, pardon me.
Is that right?
One of them was, I'm very much family orientated, and I'm very close to my grandson. And at the time I was diagnosed, he was 4.5, and I wanted to explain to him that I was going to be sick, and I didn't quite know how to do it.
Yeah.
But he loved crafts and he loved stickers. So I came up with an idea to go to his favorite store, and I bought 500 stickers.
Okay.
Went over to his house and asked him if he wanted to be a big part of helping Grammy get better. And he said yes, and I said, with the magic of your love, now I was totally bald, with the magic of your love and these stickers, if you put them all over Grammy's head, everywhere you put them, Grammy's hair is going to grow back. Want to be a big part of that? And he said yes. And we sat down, and after that, we were just having fun, and it didn't dawn on him that I didn't have any hair, and he was no longer afraid. And through that journey, everything that we did from that moment on, as I said, I kept a journal, and it became, may I?
Yeah, certainly, yeah.
The magical stickers. And this is a learning tool. It's about a journey of a little boy and his grandmother, and how together, with the power of love and positivity, they overcame a very tough time.
Did it take you long to compose that?
Well, no, actually. What took me a long time to get it out there was that I kept getting sick in between and having, side effects from my chemo treatment and such. So it took longer than I wanted it to, but I also wanted it to be perfect. And I did research. I went to local libraries, children's libraries, to see what was available. I showed my draft to some of the librarians, and they read it, and they're like, this is so needed. This is going to help so many people. And since the book has been released, which is last October, it has helped many. And that, to me, is one of my biggest accomplishments, and I'm so proud of it.
It certainly, it seems that way, and you really are a special person
Thank you.
to have the things happen to you, and instead of saying, poor me, you turned it around and said, this is something I need to run with and let other people know, because I know there's many other people out there, too, that need to hear this so much. So, good for you. You have a good drive there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really do. In doing pageants and doing my children's book and my TV show, I do it all. It's all voluntary. I do a lot of volunteer work in and around my community because it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And if I can help one person, that really
That's
does
enough.
help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah,
And
one person.
And,
yeah.
I want to be like that ripple that you throw a little pebble in the water and you get messages started, and then before you know it, that ripple gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
I want to create a tsunami of positivity.
A positive tsunami.
Absolutely. A tsunami of
Absolutely.
positivity.
Yeah. I know that there's many other things you could talk about, but I know there's something special that you'd like to present right now. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
As I said, I am a positive person, and I've gone through many ups and downs in life. We all have. And my opinion is, we all can handle the good times. That's easy.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's how we handle the bad times and how we handle challenges in life helps build our character. And I most recently just had a heart attack, and though, as I said earlier, a cancer survivor, I would like you to take your hand and place it over your heart.
Hit the mic. There you go.
You feel that?
Yes.
And you at home, I want you to do the same thing. You feel that? That's called purpose. It's called purpose. And we're all here for a reason. Never give up. Always believe. And as long as you can feel this purpose, you know you have a reason. Stay positive always.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Darlene. That was, you are an inspiration. There's no question about it.
Thank you.
And I know that this program will reach people, and they'll listen to it and get the good words that you're sending out.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
It's great having you, too, there.
Thank you.
So there you have it, Darlene Louf. And stand strong, and you can't get any better than listening to what she has to say. She certainly has been through a lot, but she hasn't let it get her down. As a matter of fact, it's brought her up. Thanks very much for watching the show.